beneath the mask. Not even the shockingest turn of events will deter the famed agent of inquiry. Or inquiry. Yeah, I could be saying it wrong all this time. My ever-loyal associate. Associate? We must find Miss Ellie, and quickly. Surely if confronted by her constant companions, she can still be convinced to abandon this fool plan. Oh, Miss Phyllis, I thought you had already departed in the company of your men, but all for the better. Shall we conduct the search together? I feared I would only put them at greater risk. You see, the fifth and final member of the Arbiter's troop, the Vanderveef's final target, is none other than Hildibrand Mander? Me. Mind you, it is not a role I sought of my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known in the Sultanate. One day I received an anonymous letter stating that a position in the committee had opened, and I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully the name of our illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer in the Sultan's ward, I was deemed to be in a particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew that there were other members of the organization, but was told nothing of the names or identities. To think that my unknown compatriots were the victims all along. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I will sequester myself in a place where my presence can cause no harm, until such time as the killer is apprehended. Your concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis, but there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting a lady in stress, and as a gentleman, that is exactly what I shall do. My associates here also stand at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant? Inspector, over here. But we know it's not Nashu. Ah, there you are, Nashu. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you. I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie said she saw somebody in the shadows, so I went to take a look. Now, there wasn't anything there but a dormouse, but it was a really cute dormouse, you see. It just kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... Cat after a mouse. Yep. Pardon me for a moment, Nashu. Let my inspector sense speak to me. Yes, my inspector sense speaks to me. Someone is watching us, Mariashna. Let's split up and converse our surroundings. But we as the viewers know that Nashu is the one being tricked. Where's Miss Ellie? Do you think she went looking for the dormouse too? Apologies, Mariashna, but I require a moment alone with my thoughts. Yes, the woman you were going to confess your feelings to was the Phantom Thief. Lovely. Something letter? What a stained letter. A water-stained letter lies conspicuously on the floor. Be wary and be warned. Oh, lovely. I was going to say, are you the evidence? No, you're not. Okay, and this one says... A water-stained letter lies conspicuously on the floor. Trust no one, and your friends all the less. Oh, lovely. Water-stained letter. Water-stained letter. This will avail you well. Use it wisely. You obtain a sachet of demasking dust. In the next instant, you feel an intimidating presence behind you. Him? I was gonna say. Godbert! Oh, if it is my beloved son's staunch companion, the mighty Mariashna. I was in the area on a matter of business. Well, is she wearing clothes this time? Which I curtailed when I felt a suspicious presence from the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Perhaps it is the same for you. Oh, so your pursuit of the Thief of Many Faces has taken quite the unexpected turn, and now you have come upon a series of anonymous letters. Mayhap our watcher in the shadows as a friend. Or is this but another trap laid by the fiend? Yes, the plot thickens like a dollop of salamander oil. I'm not going to have to rub it on your body like Hildibrand, do I? In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for utmost caution. The thief could be anywhere or anyone, myself excluded, of course. No mere mask could replicate the physique of this Manderville man. That said, I fear my dear Hildy may be in a bit over his head this time. Allow me to assist in your investigation. What do you think happened to Hildibrand? His dear mother would. Not be pleased. Okay. Speaker of Godbird again. Where am I going? Back there. Okay. So, I might as well run, seeing as we're just doing cutscenes. Let's save like a few seconds, why not? Speed running. Right, Godbird. If the sender speaks true, the villain even now lurks within our midst. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Nashu. And yet, we have but a single sachet of demasking dust at our disposal. We must identify the imposter beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the place better than I, Marisha. What say you have a few words with each of them, and see if naught seems amiss? Okay. Fellas? Am I doomed to share the same fate as the others? I'd sooner die than become one of those things. Miss Ellie is a phantom thief. It is the only logical conclusion, and yet I cannot help but feel like another truth still evades us. Inspector Briarton told me all about it. Who the funk Miss Ellie was the phantom thief all along? She sure fooled me. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's like if I could just reach into the game and say, Nashu's the one being thingied now. Nothing particularly odd about any of them, you say. That stands to reason. The fiend would not take such a risk if he were not utterly confident that he could pull off the ruse. Curses. This one's not the fool, half the fool his son is. I must salute him, and quickly. Time is of the essence. I question the Sultan sworn outside. To a man, they insist they have seen naught of Miss Ellie. Wherever could she have gone? For father, what brings you here? Yes, finally the pieces are coming together. Now, if you would kindly stand still and shut up, the fiend already stands among us. Inspector Biden, I should hope you are not doubting me. While I'm not quite convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle... to recreate your particular brand of idiocy, the fact remains that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone must be considered suspect. The thief has proven to be highly efficient at assuming new identities. An astute observation, my gangly friend. I'd say this occasion calls for a dose or two of the powder my Ashna here found earlier. There wouldn't happen to be another sachet or two lying about, would there? What reminds of our supply has already been distributed to the search party, but worry not. They should be reporting back within a bell's time. Ha! Time might be against me. But just you watch. I'll wriggle my way out of this and turn you into the reeking, drooling corpse you deserve to be. I fear that is more time than we can afford, Miss Phyllis. Fortunately, my powers of deduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes. We know that, given a choice, the thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages. As Miss Ellie has had only passing interactions with my dear father, we can safely eliminate him from consideration. It leaves myself, Nashu, and Mary Ashton here. Nashu and I, in particular, have had a close and extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin by questioning my own assistant. I assure you that none know her better than I. Brilliant reasoning as ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything. Of all the times for this overstuffed buffoon to start talking sense, if you ask me anything too obscure, my cover is as good as blown. My relationship with Nashu is so close, I dare say at times it is as if we share a mind. If this Nashu is truly my ever-loyal servant, she should have no trouble completing my thoughts. I'm a Manderville. Manderville. Man? Doing only what a Manderville can. from the peaks of Corfus to final land. Manderville. Man! You're the best, Inspector. FFXIV, you may rest easy, dear friends, as unmistakably, unequivocally, undoubtedly the true Nashu. I never loved you more for now, you marvellous buttonhead, you. Nashu, is something the matter? Just because you picked up a few more wrinkles beneath your eyes, there's no need to avert that charming face of yours. Wrinkles? Wrinkles? Look who's talking, you Christy, cretinous old. Oh. Cover blown. Genius Inspector? I knew it. The charada's up, Miss Ellie. Wait, so was it Miss Ellie? That's not Miss Ellie! Miss Ellie, you look somehow different. Hang on, is this Ellie's sister? Well, 3 quests done, 2 to go. Huron woman. Truths untold. 3 glamour dispellers. As black prism absorbs the magical light woven upon a glamour piece of equipment, thus dispelling the optical illusion, be fairly warned let dies, and company quests are also removed in the process. Okay. Who is this unfamiliar woman, and what secrets does she hold? What secrets does she hold? Let's find out. 7 hells, done in by a muscle-bound muttonhead and his motley trope of mummers. Just who are you? Your resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Consulting Inspector Bard, and once again you fail to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. Oh, that makes sense now. That makes sense. There had to be more than one person in order to... Oh, I get it! 1,000 faces am I wear, but only one name do I bear. You can call me Cece. Or Ceci. Keki. I'll go for Cecil. Cecil. Cece. Ceci. Ceci works. Sure, I'm damn sure. Are you quite alright? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost. Despite my moniker, I assure you that Ellie and I are no spectres. What we are, mind you, are the last living scions of Sildon aristocracy. Bemused, are you? Befuddled to find 2 sisters behind a mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered a thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show. Oh, and those priceless relics. Was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, supplying me with just the knowledge I need to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the hair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of this nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why, without the tales of your hapless attempts to catch me, we never could have risen to these heights of celebrity. Miss Ceci, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Ellie hope to accomplish with all of your schemes? Justice! 400 years ago, all them dogs reduced our great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards that would still justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate. Wait, this we say was old Dahl that turned their own men into zombies. The histories lie, and you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows, false arbiter. It was old Dahl that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder, and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultanate is based on a lie, or built on a lie. What is this madness you speak, woman? Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Eldon army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. Huh. This is the truth like the histories don't tell. The truth like this doe-eyed sultan sworn would kill to keep buried in the sands of Vanland. Under the sands of Vanland. But your time of reckoning is high, and yes, for long you and everyone else in this foundation will know firsthand the horrors my ancestors knew. And just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the idiots love the stories. A masked crusader for justice, a dashing rebel waging battle against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. But they will see. They will see soon enough when they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. In the last days before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of the final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from the old vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magics. The sole means by which the vault may be opened, by assembling 4 secret relics from Baladia. 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Silda, before the Elden Dog stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last. Yes, even as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault, the 4 relics safely in hand. Just think, one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren you were there when zombie powered a raid on Uldar. No wait, you'll all be dead. Preposterous. Wow. But first, you, my dear, you will not even have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all of your rotten lies. I think not, Miss Ceci. Hildibrand! Wait, is he actually dead? Was he turned into zombie brand again? You idiot! Just once could you not get in the way? Hildibrand Manderville, I can't even trust your sorry ass to look after him for a day. It's his mother. That's his mother? I knew it! The presence watching over us from the shadows. It was you, my dear wife! Hang on! 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. Now, it was all Hildibrand's mother? Damn. I'm genuinely shocked. Fuck me, it was his mother! I did not guess that. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so it turns out someone more terrifying than Godbert is his wife. God, it's Goku and Chi-Chi all over again. Am I to understand that you are Hildibrand's mother? Why are you smiling? Aye. This is more like it. Hand to hand, skillet to skillet. It's enough to send a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, my Ashna. The time of a final confrontation is nigh. Are you kidding me? We have to stop the zombie stuff! Chi-Chi, Hildy's mother. Do you have potatoes for brains, you overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy's been turned into a stinking corpse, if he hadn't bloody noticed. Okay, I'm scared. You! Marish or something, was it? Yes? Hildy's told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet you. Whew. My dear boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I can come on a bit too strong at times. Uh-huh. But can you blame me? This time I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sorry-ass husband here. And look what that got me. You'll help me out, won't ye? Yes. Do I have a choice? Huh. Wow. The Manderville line is strong. What do you lot have to say? Inspector Hildibrand's mother? I dare say it's quite clear who wears the pants in the family, so to speak. Oh. I've got tears in my eyes, this is hilarious. Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him, he's green. Fortunately, there's still time to reverse the zombie curse, and I know just the remedy: a vial of holy water. The ingredients are simple: a tatter of oversold rags, and a vial of twice distilled water. Seeing God out of the market stocks the former, and the latter you can procure from a trader by the name of Guest. Now hurry, once the poison spreads throughout his veins, no antidote will save him. In the meantime, I will search for the bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Nash is still alive. Huh. Ouch, that's Moss. You gads, Hildy. You're looking none too hard at yourself. That's his mother. No thanks to you, you bumbling oaf. Now, are you going to accompany Mary Ashley here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall? But of course, milady. Gilgamesh is ever at your service. Sing God sundries, was it? Come to Marshall. There was work to be done. Ah. Yes, chicken, go too. A piece of silver eggs and a bottle thingy, God's... Now hurry, God's damn it, my dear boy's life is at stake. How does she know an anti-zombie thing? How? This is Hildibrand's mother. She probably knows a shit ton more than we do. Wow. I don't even know where I need to go. Adventurers Guild? Just a guess. Yeah. Did I go the right way? Yeah, it's just like down there, so this is probably the closest one. I think. I hope. Oh. Lightning Shadow Storm. Well, I love some of the names these people have. Not Hildibrand. Gilgamesh! Oh, Sybil. I can't even talk to Gilgamesh. Right, you. I need stuff from you. Oh, it's all right to say. I fear I've only got a single title left in stock, and it's already been spoken for. But, my good man, you must consider my dear friend's life, and quite possibly mine own as well, hangs in the balance. I sympathize with your plight, friend, but a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious amount of rare membrane for these rags. Unless you can offer me the same, no deal. Gah, and you expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice? Well, look what we have here. If it isn't a warrior of light from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet at the markets. Hey, she's made it... Made out is not the word. They're sisters. Made up. There we go. She's made up with her sister. I nearly said the wrong phrase. As it happens, I just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 Chimera just happened to be my task for the day. If it's Chimera membrane you seek, you're more than welcome to share a few. Thank you. My lady, you're far too kind. Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildibrand and Mary Ashley here, I'd still be tag-teaming with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. And I'm a woman who pays her debts. Okay. It's all coming together from the previous patches. Fall take me if it wasn't Viola the Tempest. Ever since she confessed to her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I've been proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I've offered mine to give you the rags you seek simply for the privilege of meeting her. Okay, do so I could do for the chimera things. A kind sentiment, my good man, but we are more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Mary Ashner? And with this, our task here is done. Now let's find a trader named Guest. Onwards, chicken! Hang on. Is there a patch 2.55 Hildibrand quest? I guess I'll find out. So he tells me there might be, because it feels like there's way too much to do in, like, 2 quests left. But it doesn't show anything else on the wiki. Well, this is going to be interesting now, ain't it? Because if I remember, there was some stuff with Gilgamesh. Unless that's a questline entirely by itself. Am I going the right way? Just up there. Right. Huh. Maybe there's some more stuff with Gilgamesh that I don't know of. That could make sense. I might be thinking too much into it. Right, so yes, this bit. The blundering Manderville boy is on his last legs and you need something of mine to save him, you say? Perhaps you can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandervilles are richer than the traders themselves, yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to the last gill for every purchase. If the family and I entered today, I'd be a happier and wealthy man. And now I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you, and do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents. Have you not a shred of honour or compassion, that spindly body? Business rival or no, the man is on death's doorstep. After the events of that day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget. But it matters not to me. No, my love for you is as deep as the 7 seas. I beg of you, milady, may I have this dance? What? Oh. Oh. Oh? Now, Ashna, what a lovely surprise! And you here, and you're... Are you here for the ball, perchance? Heavens, the poor inspector! Well, if it isn't a lapis maiden in the flesh, what say you bid farewell to preening fops and scruffy adventures and share a dance with a cold gentleman befitting your great beauty? Why, it would be a pleasure and honour both, my lord. Provided you first provide my good friend Mary Ashton with a bottle of twice distilled water that she seeks. Oh, it all comes together. Say, Hildibrand, have a dance. You know this woman? Bah! If that is the price you would set, then so be it. Take it. It's barely worth its weight in gil, anyway. Now, shall we, Miss Arabella? I'm trying to think, what was the... I knew Hildy to be a worthy rival. To think he was this beloved by so many. Clearly this realm would deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, Mariashna, let us deliver these goods while there is still time to save him. I was thinking, we saw the bald guy in 2.1. We saw the blonde lady in 2.2. This was a 2.3 chick. The 2.4 chick just happened in the last one. And this is 2.5, so... yeah, everything's coming together in like a big finale. Wow. Right, Lillian. Or Julian. I trust the two of you wouldn't dare to come back empty-handed. Oversold rags, tattered cloth taken from the remnant of a powerful wraith. Twice distilled water, a second pass through an embellic has removed nearly all of the impurities once contained in this water. Yes? And that, quest 4's done. I hope. Bloody brilliant! Aye, I'd take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day. Now, stand back and let me show you some real Manderville home cooking. Fall, you bloody bugger. Guide my skillet. So one's a master cooker, one's a master goldsmith. Alright, that should stop the venom spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush what's left out of his system. Don't worry, he's my son after all. I reckon he's still got some fight left in him. Look what I found. She was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pearl Lane. Boy, did that not feel good. Oh god, it is a... Yes, I'm sure it did, Mariashna. Oh, yes, I'm sure it did. Mariashna, what has lately has been sighted at the Sildin ruins. We must go there with full haste. You've done well by my dear boy today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him, and I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. What in the 7 hells are you standing around for? The future of Eldar is at stake. Okay. Ashna, my strength is yours as well. For Eldar, and for a friend Hildy. You remind me of her husband. What if you have more muscles than sense? If you're so keen on making yourself useful, why don't you run to the market to bring me some fire crystals? Keeping my dear boy warm is key to fighting off the zombification. Let's see, I believe trying to create so should suffice. I am not a... yes, my lady. That's what I was thinking of. Wait a minute, hang on. No, that's not who I think it is outside. Okay. I'd say Enkidu, the burden we must bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Mariashna. Is it going to be dispatched when you fight him? That said, the events of the day have given me cause to reflect. Mariashna and Hildy both. Oh, to be blessed with such veritable legions of friends, tried and true. But alas, not I, no. The only one true friend have I ever known, and he is long lost to me. You're a fine bird, and have given me great comfort in my travels, but you will never be Enkidu, my one and true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me, even Mariashna could not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever you may wander, hear my words and return to my side. Enkidu, do you hear me? Enkidu! Uh-oh. Ye gods, what was that flash from the heavens? It nearly blinded me. And what? The crystals! Where have they gone? Uh-oh. Fancy meeting you here, old friend. That voice, could it be? My faithful companion, why must you always make me wait so? Oh. Truth's untold. Oh, I get it.